Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 18 of Really Fake, and this one is titled Shirikawa. It's kind of an embarrassing story, you said with a sheepish chuckle. Oikawa pouted and popped the back of his hand on one hip as he sassily waited for you to continue. So, seeing that he was waiting for you to elaborate, you went ahead and told the story. I wanted to make some friends, and the girls closest to me in the class both had boyfriends, so I pretended that I had one. And then that afternoon, I went and took a picture of some random guy to prove that I had a man, but it turns out, when I showed them the picture, I had taken a photo of the Nakoma High volleyball captain, Kuroo. Long story short, he agreed to play the role of my boyfriend to mess with them, and that's kind of where it's at, you said with a hollow laugh on the end. So it's fake then? Oikawa asked. Yeah, you replied, really fake. You've never kissed? No. Held hands? No. Why does everyone always come up with that? You asked loudly with an exasperated look on your face. You know you've ruined everything? Oikawa suddenly said in an almost distraught voice as he threw his hands up in the air to show his displeasure at the whole situation. Sorry, what? You asked in confusion. You, he snapped. This whole day has been ruined. I'm not following. I don't understand what's going on, you said with a sadly confused look on your face. How does me not dating Kuroo ruin the day? Because this was all a setup to get revenge on him, Oikawa said with annoyance. How am I supposed to rub it in his face when you're not even going out? Wait, what? You asked sadly. This was a setup? Your heart, that had felt so light today, suddenly seized and sank into the pit of your stomach, dread setting in as you realised that you had been used. Yes, indeed it was, and now it's all for nothing, he said angrily, as he crossed his arms across his chest. You owe me for wasting my whole day. All I've done is walk around for no reason at all, buying you gifts for no reason at all. The shame set in, and you hung your head as tears started to form in the corners of your eyes. What do you have to say for yourself? He asked in an irked tone. Good thing this is fake, because I don't think I'd have been able to pretend to date you for any longer. Okay, I've heard enough, a male voice suddenly said from nearby. Oikawa stopped and you both looked over to see who had spoken. Kuroo, in sunglasses disguise, was sitting on a bench nearby, head rolled to the side as he pulled his glasses down a little to gaze over the top with his cat-like irises. You, Oikawa seethed as Kuroo stood up and started walking casually over. You're the worst. You set this up, didn't you? Making me waste my time with this pathetic... But his sentence was interrupted by Kuroo's sharp fist in his face, punching him fair and square. Kuroo? You gasped with shock, reaching out to stop the Nakoma High captain. What are you doing? Kuroo quickly grabbed you by the arm and yanked you into his embrace as he spun you around so your back was placed up against his front, both of you looking at Oikawa as Kuroo placed his arms protectively around you and held you against his torso. We may not be going out, but I won't let you say nasty things like that to her, he said in a threatening tone as Oikawa pulled his hands from his face to glare at the two of you. You're both pathetic! She's nothing but a useless... Suddenly, some other random guy flew in out of nowhere and king hit Oikawa in the side of the head, sending him flying. I told you not to break her heart, you piece of crap! The guy yelled angrily, fists balled up as he stalked over the crumpled up heap of Oikawa on the ground, towering over him. But, Iwa-chan... Oikawa wailed as he shielded his face, looking up at the guy who had hit him as he lay huddled on the ground. There's no frickin' excuse, you lowlife, the guy named Iwa-chan growled. Get up, you're a disgrace. But she ruined everything, Oikawa whined as he got up and tried to hang onto his teammate. Get the hell off me, Shirikawa, you're the worst, Uezumi growled. He turned to where Kuroo still had his arms protectively around you and bowed stiffly. My sincerest apologies for this asshole's actions, he said as he kept himself in a low bow. I tried to stop him a few times, but he wouldn't listen. I'd been trying to find Trashikawa and her, he gestured to you, all day today, but only just found them now. No harm done, Kuroo replied in an authoritative tone. I'll take it from here. Much appreciated, Uezumi said as he straightened and glared at Oikawa. Bow and apologize, you piece of crap. No, Oikawa pouted, crossing his arms across his chest and pointing his chin in the air. Iwazumi turned and punched him hard in the stomach, making the latter double over instantly. Apologize, Iwazumi growled as he grabbed onto the captain's head and held him in a headlock. Sorry, Oikawa mumbled. You hung your head. Forgiven. Kuroo said stiffly, before turning you away from the two Albajasai players. We'll take our leave now. Kuroo kept his arm around you as you both walked off, and you could still hear Iwazumi and Oikawa behind you. What the hell, man? Iwazumi snapped. Iwa-chan, he punched my beautiful face, Oikawa whined. There's nothing friggin' beautiful about you. You're a pile of flaming horse crap, Iwazumi growled angrily. Oh, Iwa-chan, don't be like that. Shut the hell up. My head hurts. I'll make it hurt even more if you don't shut up. Hey, Kuroo said softly, his voice interrupting the disappearing banter of the other two. You okay? Tears suddenly spilled down your face, a small whimper escaping your lips as you kept your head down. Kuroo could hear you crying, so didn't ask any more questions, but just walked with his arm around you, down to a cafe nearby, and entered quickly, ushering you to a booth at the back of the place so no one would see you crying. I feel so humiliated, you sobbed as you slid into the booth seat, hiding your eyes from his view. Here, he said, passing you a tissue. You took it and wiped your eyes before blowing your nose softly. He's the one who feels more humiliated right now. He just got punched in the head by 2 people, Kuroo stated. He deserves that, but I also deserve to be chewed out because of how stupid I was, you said glumly. Is this a turning point for our dear Yin? Will she learn not to be a doormat? We'll find out in chapter 19. I'll see you then.